Today we talked about chicken sandwiches, people who shouldn't have a license, and saying the bad words. It's all fun and games until the joke is on you. If you've been accident free since '93, give us a follow on our Instagram or check out our website, tiltednotstir.com. Buckle up.
Hello, my name is Edwin,
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Frantic.
and together we are Tilted Not Stirred. What has you guys feeling tilted today, guys? What's going on?
Man, the fucking Dodgers lost.
Yeah, I saw the score. That's rough, man.
1-0, dude.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. At this point, I don't care if the Dodgers get eliminated in the next round, as long as it's not by the fucking Giants.
Damn, I like
God,
that.
those fans are fucking assholes.
Where did they play tonight?
LA.
Oh man, that's rough. To not
Yeah.
not get a single run in too.
Some bullshit, dude. The weather fucked us over.
What's the overall score?
1-0.
No, what's the overall score in the series?
Oh, the series score? 2-1 Giants.
Yeah, that's I mean, do or die, right?
Yeah.
it's a best of 5, right?
Yep. We gotta win 2 in a row.
Damn. It's a
But
bummer.
other than that, some more uplifting news. I finished school. Well, the boot camp. Whoop whoop.
Hell yeah.
Woo.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
That's-
Hell yeah.
That's awesome, man. So when are you gonna be a hacker man's for reals?
I've decided against Hacker Mannings.
What?
While it's cool, it is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's one of the things I did enjoy. I'm gonna lean more towards the cloud security because that was something that I enjoyed a lot more. Being a cloud security engineer.
Wait, what is that?
So what we did is we worked on Azure, right? That's like the Microsoft cloud service, but there's also like AWS, which is the Amazon one. And it would just be like configuring cloud servers.
So what? Just making sure that the code is tight.
Not even that. It would just be like making sure that everything's in the correct security group, all the rules are set in order, and then if I need to, I can deploy virtual networks through each of the cloud services and make like containers that have like logging services in them, things like that.
All right. Sweet, man. Well, best of luck. Have you already started applying?
No, I'm waiting back for career services to get back to me. I submitted my resume and LinkedIn profile for review. So they're going to get back to me with some feedback. I'll make the necessary adjustments and resubmit it. And then they give me more feedback. And then I'll be ready probably.
Hey, man. That's great. I'm really happy for you, dude. Because
Yeah,
nothing will make
I'm
me...
excited, dude.
Yeah, like, cause I just want you out of there, you know? Something that you actually enjoy.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be out of there regardless of if I have a job or not. But I'm just excited, man. I'm excited. For the first time in a while, I'm like, damn, this is what I want to do. And I know the steps to get there.
Hell yeah, dude. Here's hoping for all the good luck and all the good vibes sent your way. And if you ever need anything, let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And one last thing. I tried the KFC spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, baby. Okay. What is it? What's the rating?
It's fucking good. It's solid.
There you go. What have I been saying?
It's fucking good. It's not like the best, but it's fucking good.
Exactly.
Is it spicy? Because I ain't even gonna check it out.
Okay,
if it's not spicy.
I lied. It was the normal chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they have a spicy chicken sandwich. It's just the mayo that's spicy.
Yeah, it's just like a spicy sauce they put, like not even
Yeah.
sauce, but yeah.
So what I did was I got KFC sauce. I put that, and then I just threw some dashes of Tabasco.
Okay.
It's fucking dank.
Hell yeah, man. Well, yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah,
It's
I have
very
it
solid.
sitting at third on my chicken sandwich tier list.
Yeah, that's respectable.
What was first and second, if I may?
Popeyes is 1. Chick-fil-A, through all their atrocities, is still 2.
Through all their atrocities. That's funny.
They just know how to make chicken, man.
And you know what? It's their pleasure.
Yeah,
My pleasure.
Yeah, they can make a chicken sandwich. What can I say?
went to it's called the Harvest Festival. They have this thing at the
The Harvest Festival, the Christian.
No, that's Harvest. That's something else. I'm talking like I guess this is still somewhat church related because it's a church in Chino Hills and they have like this festival as a fundraiser. And I finally played like the carnival games. You know, the ones that like you pay a lot of money for, and it's always
the ring toss.
It's always rigged against you. But I actually won a couple of things. So I'm like, holy shit, I should do this more often. So that
what did you win?
I won a little stuffed. It's not even
Jesus?
a stuffed animal. It's a pineapple with the sunglasses. So that's kind of cool. And I also did like the dime toss where you like throw little dimes, and if it lands in a cup, you get to keep the cup. And I got the one I wanted, and I don't know, it was cool.
Every time I see carnival games, the ones that have the giant Pokemon stuff, like the giant Pokemon plushies, those are the ones that I want to try, but never actually do. I feel like you never win.
Yeah, I think you have to go like perfect on those.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And
And
also
if you miss
save
one
that
shot,
money.
you don't get the prize.
And I also save that money.
Yeah, money comes and goes, man.
Speaking of money coming and going, I woke up today, and within like 10 minutes of waking up, I had spent $1,000. $1,200.
In your dreams? What did you do?
No, I woke up and I literally drove to drop off my car to get unwrapped. So that's finally happening. And yeah, it was $1,000. I was like, holy shit.
Wait, to rewrap your car?
Unwrap it.
To unwrap it was
Yep.
$1,000? Oh my god!
That's fucking
Yep.
ridiculous.
Why?
Yep.
Did you shop around?
I shopped around. The base price is $80 per hour that they spend doing it. And then
What?
How many
Yeah.
hours? What do you mean?
Yeah, it's $80 per hour that they take doing it.
Oh
so
no! Let me break out the calculator real quick.
yeah.
Did you take it?
$1,200?
What's up?
You're gonna spend 15 hours unwrapping your car?
Yeah, that's pretty much what they said.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have told them to kick rocks.
I mean, I just did it because I'm desperate to take it off. And every place
Bro,
that I went to 4 or 5 places, and they all told me it was $1,000 to $1,500.
Bro,
One
just
of-
go outside and do it yourself at that
I feel
point.
like at that point.
I don't have the space. I don't have the necessary I don't have the space to do it. I live in an apartment, so
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
break out the Hekin and just start. All you need to do is just get one spot, and then from there just lift the rest up.
Like I would understand if it was like they're gonna take off the wrap and then like rewrap it. It's like okay, well maybe or like if they paint it-
Rewrapping. So wrapping is $3,000. So
Yeah, that's wild.
yeah,
It's
it's
gonna wash your car too.
I hope so. I hope I get it clean. If not, then fuck
You
it.
hope
up.
so? Okay, you're definitely not gonna get it washed.
I hope it's clean by the time I get it. But yeah, and I almost got into a car accident like last week. I was getting onto the freeway, and some guy was in front of me, and you had to pick up speed to go into the freeway. So I merged into the freeway just fine, and some guy. It was one of those like when you enter the freeway right off, there's like an exit, right? So I got on, and then the guy that was in front of me, in front of him, there was a guy that took a wrong turn. He was gonna exit the freeway, and he decided, no, I'm not gonna exit the freeway. And the guy in front of me was like, I'm gonna be a nice guy and come to a complete stop on the freeway, so that this guy could come back onto the lane, right?
What the hell?
Yeah. And I just got on the freeway. You had to pick up speed, and I was looking to merge.
Yeah.
I was looking to merge into the freeway just to be part of, the main freeway. And this guy comes to a complete stop, and I look over, and this motherfucker is complete stop waiting for the other guy to come in. And I'm like, on whose right mind, who has the sense of being like, I'm going to come to a complete stop on the freeway, regardless of what lane you are in, even if it's the slowest lane, you'd never come to a complete stop. This motherfucker did, and I had to like swerve out of the way, and like it was bad. I was like, I ended up sideways on the exit. I was like, I was so upset. I was so upset, and this guy just took off. He like sped off, like his wheels like turned super fast, and he just sped off.
Did he saw you and he burned out?
Yeah, because I went all the way around him, and I ended up like coming to a complete stop in front of them in like a perpendicular position.
Jesus.
And then he just took off, and then I was just like upset.
What a fucking idiot.
I was royally upset. I was like, who fucking does this? I was like, I don't know. I felt rage. I felt blood rage come over me. And I was like, who does this? Who in their right fucking mind? He wanted to be a nice guy and almost fucking killed me over it. I was like, no way, dude.
Hey, that's why you gotta just keep going.
And buy a dash cam, because fuck that.
Oh, that's true. I have a dash cam. Do you guys have one?
I don't. I should probably get one.
I should probably get one
You
too.
should. 10 out of 10. And you can find a lot of cheap ones too. They don't have to be good. It just has to
Do you have
record.
Do you have the front and back, or just the front?
Not just the front.
Yeah, you got to get the back one too, just in case someone rear ends you for no reason.
I'm definitely gonna invest in my car. Now that it's gonna be unwrapped and everything, it's
Hell
gonna...
yeah, bro! Put some 22s on that bitch.
It already has
spinners.
rims, dude. My car
Slam
already
it.
has rims.
Just slam it, dude.
Spinners.
I ain't slamming
Hell
it, dude.
yeah.
I feel ridiculous looking
Murder
at
that
people.
bitch out, dude.
Looking at
Jesus.
people go sideways on fucking bumps makes me laugh.
Hey, I go sideways.
I have to do that sometimes too. My car's on the fucking ground, dude. What do you expect?
I mean, yeah, you bought your car like that, and so did Fanatic. But some people,
If I come
want
out of my
that.
driveway straight, I fucking scrape every time. I have to go at it at an angle.
That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
And then
Man, I'm still mad about this fucker on the freeway. What the hell
Yeah,
was
what the
that?
fuck, dude? That's fucking stupid.
yeah, I don't know what was going on.
And then the
to
fact that
guy
he just
said.
takes off, like he's like, oh damn, I fucked up.
I fucked up, and he
I'm
just
gonna just
took
drive off.
Yeah,
Not my problem anymore.
He was he was a nice guy until shit hit the fan.
And then he was like, nope, I ain't got a license. I ain't got insurance later.
Yeah, I was upset. I was like, fuck that guy who took, like, if he has to wait his turn. If he missed if he went on the
exactly.
exit,
You're fucked.
yeah, you either take it and get right back on, since always the entrances to freeways are right off the exit. Get back on, dude. Doesn't matter. This guy was like, oh man, this guy took the wrong turn. I'm gonna wait for him. Let's make sure I stop so I can make sure he knows that I'm waiting for him. And I'm right behind them, like trying to merge onto the freeway, man. That was, ooh. To tell you that I was like upset is a minor. It's a major understatement, dude.
Yikes. I'm trying to think if I've ever been close to being in an accident. I know that the cars in front of me stopped so like super sudden, and I hit the brakes, and the car started swerving a little bit, and I had two trailers on each side of me, and that was kind of scary. But other than that, I mean, nothing. Been accident free since '93.
Yeah. I've also been accident free, but
Well, that's not true because you were in a minor. Well, no, your fucking bumper fell off on New Year's Day. No, New Year's Eve.
Well, that wasn't my fault though. They hit me. Does that count as an accident?
I mean, yeah.
Wait, what
guess.
is
Just
this
because you
story?
weren't the cause.
What is this?
Don't you remember that one time that we were on our way to your house to pick you up for like what used to be our traditional like
we've only missed 1 year.
New Year's
right?
gathering.
Yeah.
And on the way there, I got rear-ended.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. This is like So the lady that hit us, like, she was like super sad because she said that she almost finished paying off her car, and it was like a BMW. And so,
And she came out straight up apologizing, saying it was her fault 'cause she was on the phone.
which is great. I mean, they didn't have
Yeah.
to, you know.
No fuss. There you go.
Yeah. And then when when the cops and stuff, they showed up and it's like, all right, everyone's okay. I'm like, yep, everything's good. Let's just go because I'm trying to get to this party and drink. So I might still have whiplash. I don't know. My back still hurts a little bit.
Oh my god, those are the worst type of people. People who barely get like touched in any way, shape, or form, and they come out grasping their neck like their life depends on it. It's
I could have collected a check for sure, but I wanted to go to this party. we didn't get I wasn't about to start the year on that note.
on a downer like that.
Yeah.
Have you been in that car accident, Jeff?
Once a major car accident, but I wasn't driving.
Damn.
And yeah, this was in high school.
We fucking
were-
shit kids driving.
Hey man, he's a pretty solid driver, all right? He's a great driver. We don't know what the fuck happened that day, to be fair.
So what happened?
So what
Here's
happened?
what happened, right? We're going west, and we're approaching a yield to turn light, right? So we're
Mhm.
going west. I'm looking down the entire time. I just look up when I hear a scream, and then I see a bright light and then black.
Holy moly! So you actually blacked out?
Yeah,
Oh man.
it was bad. Yeah, we all blacked out, all three of us. And then when I come to, I'm just like looking around, like where the fuck am I? Because there's like smoke everywhere, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then the guy who's sitting in front of me, he gets out of the car, and then like I don't even know how I got out of the car, but the next thing I know, I'm out of the car. And then the driver is out of the car, and then our car completely fucking totaled. Like the whole fucking front was caved in. It was, yeah. You'd swear we like fucking ran into a fucking brick wall or some shit. It was crazy.
Wait, I
Damn.
remember. Wasn't this Alex's Eclipse?
Damn, how you gonna call out my boy Alex like that, bro?
Dude, yeah, people don't know who we're talking about.
I wasn't gonna say his name.
But it was the Eclipse, right?
Yeah, it was the Eclipse.
Wasn't it blue?
No, it was a Celica.
Celica. I can't
It was
remember
a silver
now.
Celica. Yeah,
Holy shit.
it was a silver Celica.
What?
He got the Eclipse after that.
Oh, okay. So wait, so what kind of car did you guys hit?
A fucking SUV.
Oh, okay.
And guess what the SUV looked like?
Just fine. It always happens.
Yup,
Just fine.
nothing. Like nothing fucking happened.
Dude, those things
Yeah,
are
It was
tanks.
fucking wild.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people buy SUVs, especially like for like the soccer moms and stuff. They drive around in big cars for a reason.
That being said, also like lower cars get actually destroyed, absolutely destroyed by anything that touches it.
Big time.
So
But so here's the thing, right? We're going straight to make a left turn at the light. When we got out of the car, our cars were perpendicular. It looks like we fucking jackknifed them. It looks like we T-boned them going south.
So they were passing a red light, maybe?
No, because it was a yield. So they had a green light.
Oh.
so you guys didn't yield.
Apparently. We don't know.
That's probably why.
Our going theory is that she was gonna make a right, but instead went straight, and then that's how we ended up hitting them.
They had a
'Cause our
blinker.
car-
Yeah, I
'Cause
never
our car
trust.
was already sideways.
I never.
Why else would our car be sideways? Right?
Never trust motherfuckers with a blinker. Always just make sure they turn before you start turning. I learned that the hard way as well. I heard a giant screech once. I was just like, I saw this guy put his blinker, and then I was like, okay, cool, he's coming in here, and that was my fault where I just took off, and then he screeched, and I was like, fuck. So I went outside, and I was like, you okay? And he screamed his head off, and I was just like, oops, all right, everybody's fine, cool. I went out of my car, but never assume people that have their blinkers on are going to turn, because they might just not turn, and yeah, it's bad news for everyone. But yeah, that shit is like, I don't assume anymore. People are ridiculous when they drive. They do some ridiculous shit, and I'm just going to make sure I stay out of their way, because stopping on the freeway and putting your blinker on and not taking it is something that people do.
Yeah, man. I used to drive somewhat fast, like maybe like 5 or 10 miles per hour, like over the speed limit consistently. Didn't matter where I was, right? But as of late, I'm just, I'm a safe driver now. I go the speed limit, and now, before I used to get shit because I drove too fast, and now I get shit that I'm driving the speed limit. So my girlfriend, she's just like, "Oh, why don't you just change lanes?" And I'm like, "Because we're chilling here. We're cool. We're having a conversation. Everything's fine, She gets irritated that I drive the speed limit because she wants to get to the place that we're going fast. And it's just like, oh, I'm the bad guy now because I'm trying to like have like the most safe drive there and enjoy our time.
Nah, man, I have the horsepower. I'm gonna use that shit. I'm doing 85 on the freeway.
For me, it depends. I'm also constantly 5-10 over all the time, but it depends. When I don't want to, when there's traffic and there's a lot of people and everybody's going pretty fast, sometimes it's good to just take it slow and say, I'm not gonna add any variables here for crashing. When you start switching lanes over and over again, like some people might.
I don't do that. Fuck that. Fuck those people, dude. The ones that swerving in out of traffic going 90. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
that used to be me. No, I used to be that guy. Oh man, it's just well, I was just gonna say that it's just funny because then when I'm like, all right, cool, you want me to drive fast? Then we'll drive fast, and then she's at the edge of her seat, like, oh god, or not at the edge, but like grabbing onto things, like, oh god, slow down. It's
in my
push and pull.
In my experience, women drive so fucking fast. They all speed all the time, and all of the women in my life are proud of that. They're proud that they like go fast, that they get places fast, and I'm like, I'm not about that life. I drive a Honda Fit. We're gonna take it nice and slow and safe. We're gonna get there safely.
Nah, fuck that, dude. 85. I try to hit 86.
85 is a felony, dude.
On the street?
It's not a felony. No, not on the street.
I'm just kidding.
85 is not a felony, Edwin.
A misdemeanor. Is it a misdemeanor? It's attempted
every traffic
manslaughter.
infraction. No, it's not.
Yes,
we've had this discussion before, Edwin. It is not.
Oh, 85 is savage. You shouldn't be going 85.
Oh my god, Edwin. 20 over the speed limit isn't even a bigger fine. It's still the first tier of a fine.
I could have sworn that once you got to 85, it was a big issue. No? All right.
We've had this discussion before.
Dude, here in
I don't know where you got the term of manslaughter from.
Here in California, people drive 80, 85, no one bats an eye.
People drive 100 on the freeway, dude.
Yeah, that's sketch.
I go 85 and people fucking zoom past me like it's nothing.
And they still have the nerve to like get up real close behind you, like as if you're driving slow. These motherfuckers. The amount of people that like throw on their high beams at me now, I'm just like, man, I'm just trying to chill.
I drive fast enough to where people are like, okay, this guy's going fast, but I want to go faster. So they respect that. They go around. If I'm doing 85 on the fast lane, I'm not gonna fucking move. I'm already going 20 over the speed limit.
Yeah.
They respect that. They go around me.
Yeah, that's my rule of thumb too. If I'm going 85 on the very fastest lane, yeah, fuck it, dude. Yeah. Leave me alone.
But if you're going 75, fuck you. Get out of my lane.
Yikes.
Damn, Jeff.
I've been patient. Like,
But
goddamn.
why? You're going
These
to get.
motherfuckers.
You're going to get to the place.
Because people are fucking zooming past us in the other lane, and this motherfucker's over here doing 75. I'm like, man, fuck you, dude. And I go around that bitch. And then I give them a look, like, to see if they're stupid or not. If they look as stupid as they drive, you know, you gotta give them that look.
I don't look at people, man. That's how you get shot.
Nah, Luigi death stares all day, homie.
I really try not to see who's behind these the steering wheels, because I don't want the stereotypes to kick in. You know, I don't want to know that it's women behind the steering wheel.
Luckily enough,
You could have like left that unsaid.
my car is low enough to where I can see them through the rearview mirror
Oh, okay.
if I angle it right. So I can just zoom past them and be like, man, this motherfucker going slow, no reason.
I don't honk at people. Do you guys honk at people? I really don't
No.
honk at people.
Nope.
I don't use my horn at all.
Nope.
Even when that guy fucking almost killed me, I didn't honk. I was like, I'm just gonna swerve. It doesn't. There's no difference here anymore. Like if I honk, it's not gonna change anything.
Nah.
This motherfucker stopped.
But that's also a bad instinct. Your first instinct should be to brake, not swerve.
Well, like I swerved out of his way because it
Yeah,
was.
I know.
If I broke, I would have crashed into him. No,
know. But
no
you're
doubt.
supposed to brake first and then start, trying to get out of the way. Don't just like fucking, because then you're in a panic, right? Then you're just fucking.
Yeah, but I mean that's probably
Well-
why I ended up perpendicular to him. But it was a swerve into like a brake. I definitely heard the brakes engage to the point where they're screeching, and then swerved out of his way, because if I was to just brake, if I was just to take
Braked it. If you would have
if I would
continued
have
brake.
brake, if I would have braked it, if I would have just braked it, I would have crashed. I would have crashed it into him for sure. And yeah, I had to swerve out of the way.
Yeah,
Man.
I don't honk at people because I know we're not in Mexico, but I've heard enough stories of like people beeping in Mexico and the person getting out, and you don't know who you're messing with.
Yeah.
So it's just like, nah, I don't need that. I'm not gonna beep.
Even here, people like on Sierra, like right off of Sierra, some kid got shot for beeping at somebody.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. No siree, not me.
Yeah, that's not the way. I
So
remember
you get out of your car when they beep. You get out of your car and then just take all your clothes off, all of your clothes, and then just assert dominance like that.
then you die naked. I used to
No one's gonna shoot a naked man, Edwin. That's a psychopath.
I,
You're like, holy fuck, this guy's a fucking psychopath. If I see a guy coming at me naked, I'm fucking leaving.
I had a very scary experience on the freeway once. It was like 4 a.m. It was just me and this other car on the freeway. And this dude, like, went in front of me and slowed down, like, down to 20. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to get out of his way. And he'd speed up and do the same thing. And then got out of his way and he'd speed up and do the same thing. And then I was just like, holy shit, this guy, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is he stopping me? And then I sped up to like 80, 90, 100, and he was right there with me. And I was like, fuck is going on? What is this guy's problem? And then I got out of the freeway and he followed me. And he followed me for probably, I want to say like 15 minutes. He just followed me just straight. And I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't recognize this car. It was late. And then he just suddenly stopped following me after a while. And it was just like, I was terrified. I was like, who the fuck does that?
Damn.
You know?
Turns out it was a cop.
I don't know.
Cop all along.
I don't know, but
If you ever feel like you're being followed, just drive to the police station, dude.
I didn't know where the fuck the police station is off the back of my head.
Yeah, that's
Fucking find it, dude. Get on
Yeah.
Google Maps and find that shit.
But yeah, I was just like, what the fuck?
Wait, so you're saying to like find the police station, and I thought about it. Like, okay, if I wanted to find the police station, I can just say, "Hey Siri, where's the nearest police station?" What do Android people say?
Let me say, hey Google.
Alexa. Oh, hey Google.
Hey Google.
Yeah, let me say, hey Google.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you just say hey and then it starts listening, which is pretty fucking.
At first, when you were telling the story, I would have think it's probably some dumbass 18-year-old who's bored as shit. But then why get out of the freeway and follow you?
Yeah, I don't know either.
That's fucking weird.
That is really weird.
Maybe they saw that you were in a Honda Fit, and they're like, "Oh man, there must be a girl in there driving that car. I'm gonna follow her home."
Fuck you. I mean, I make fun of fit drivers. I'm the number one signed up. Like, I was on my way home once, and then a cop threw his lights on, and then I stopped. I was like, "Hey, how's it going, officer? What's going on?" He's just like, "There was a shooting that happened, blue Honda Fit just recently. There was a shooting involved."
What?
And then I was just like, I do have a blue Honda Fit, but people in Honda Fits commit crimes. And then he started laughing, and I started laughing. And then he's just like, "Where do you live?" And I was like, "I live right here." Showed him my ID. And then he's like, "Okay, cool. But like, we'll keep in touch in case anything happens." And I was like, "Sure." But that was that. That's all I heard of it. But
I thought the story was going in a completely different direction. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna take you out, and this is gonna be a story of police brutality.
Police brutality. I was like, oh shit.
no, I
Brown
didn't.
man getting pulled over.
No, I was just like, oh wait, people in Honda Fits commit crimes, and he just started laughing. He's just like, yeah, but I shouldn't probably joke around with police.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he didn't like that
you
joke,
caught
he'd
him
be
on a
like,
good
"Stop
day."
resisting."
He'll be like, "Man, this guy's
Gun!
he's got a gun." He'll throw the gun in your car. He's got a gun.
Bro, we don't make those jokes, man. Like at my workplace, I mean, I work with the police, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Edwin's a fed.
He's a fan.
Yeah.
He's a
So
fed.
I can't make any of those jokes or reference any of that. It's a Blue Lives Matter kind of place,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
But yeah, anyways, let's what else are we talking about today?
Well, right before that we got on to record the episode, I jumped onto Instagram because I haven't really done that much lately because of New World, But I just opened up the app, see what's going on, and bam, right there, John Gruden from the Raiders. He's a Raiders head coach. He resigned, and at first I was like super confused because the Raiders they're doing really good right now.
What are they? Are they 4-0, 3-0?
I know they're 3-0, but I don't know if they've played another game since then. And yeah, so they're doing really good. And so I was just like, why the hell would they fire him? But I guess he just resigned because I guess there was some emails that were revealed where he basically like misogynistic and homophobic slurs were used. And yeah, it's just like, cool. Well, yeah, seems about right in today's day and age. And
How old were these emails?
they were 10 years ago.
That's
10 years ago?
That's horrible, man.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. Like, here's my stance on all of that cancel culture. Like, it's okay to now accept your faults that, back in the day you use these terms because that's what everybody did, right? It's okay to understand that society changes and we should no longer use these terms. I'm on board for all of that. But to chastise somebody for things that happened in the past or especially just things that were verbally said or written and there were, those slurs, I don't think that's right.
Yeah, I mean, so the emails were in 2011. So to put that in perspective, that's when we graduated. So imagine how much you've changed from high school to now.
How much you've changed.
Man, I was a frequent user of the gamer words, man.
And society's changed,
Those online COD lobbies, bro.
Yeah. You can't use those words no more.
Nah, I can't.
I mean, the F word is just used constantly by everyone, It was
I
on
believe
like
it's the F slur, Edwin.
the F slur. Yeah, the F word is we still use the F word, but the F slur is something that everyone used everywhere. You know.
Yeah. So so to put a little bit more context, like I don't have like the email transcript, but basically, I don't know if you guys know who Goodell is. Roger Goodell. He
is the commissioner of the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in this email, I don't know who he was talking to, but he basically was arguing that Goodell shouldn't have pressured the St. Louis Rams to draft a quote unquote queer. And this was in reference to like back in 2011, they drafted an openly gay player.
So that they could use them as like propaganda or what?
No, he just said that the
Because he was good at the game, Edwin.
the commissioner shouldn't have pressured the Rams to draft a queer. And
Why did he pressure them?
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe the guy's just making
Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good for the image of the league. I don't know, but it's just kind of like, the kind of things that people say behind closed doors. It's just, it's just kind of like it's alleged, right? They didn't actually pressure them, but did he? Did he not? Who knows? I wasn't following it back in the day. But,
what was his statement on like not retiring, but like letting the mantle go, resigning? Yeah. What was his statement on that?
I didn't really look up what he said, but I imagine it's just kind of like I'm sorry for what I said. I don't know.
As long as this isn't a Me Too movement, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
If he's still doing this shit, then obviously yeah. But if this was like something that he's changed, then yeah, I'd cut him some slack. But I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't sexually offend anybody. That's what I draw the line. Like, okay, sure, if you harass somebody, no matter how long ago, you should definitely not be in charge. But
yeah, he also called Roger Goodell a pussy. So
people still do that.
That's an anti-gay slur. I didn't know that.
What? That's an anti-gay slur?
Yeah,
people still call each other.
What?
Yeah, people still call each other that.
I don't know, man. I just live here. I don't know.
Girls call each other pussies.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, everyone still uses that. I wasn't informed of this.
I'm sure there's more and shit, but like that's like the main things when I did a little bit of research on like the 1 minute, 2 minute research.
Yes, the Reddit headlines, like I did.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was an Instagram headline, which I then Googled just to see like, okay, what's really going on here, and then I went through different phases. I went through the headline phase, the research phase, but I didn't go with the second source phase. So, for all our listeners, maybe something for you. Research. Yeah, there you go.
Do your own research. Holy shit. Let's not.
and speaking of doing more research, have you guys watched the new Dave Chappelle Netflix special?
I haven't, but I do know a lot of people are pissed off about it.
Yeah, so I haven't watched it either, and I kind of want to do some research and figure out like why the hell are people so angry about it. I mean, I know why, but I want to see it for myself to see is this really as bad as they say it is?
Well, okay, Jeff, is it spoiling to say what he joked about?
I heard there was no jokes during the special.
What?
That's what I heard.
Well,
he does do that sometimes now, huh?
He talked about trans people, right?
Yeah.
Well, he's always he's from his other specials. Hasn't he always been at war with them? Don't the trans people not like him at all?
Yeah, he's just like the uncancelable person, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people dislike that trans people and gay people. Basically, the LGBT community is the butt of the joke, and they don't enjoy that.
But I feel like with Chappelle, he just goes after everyone, man.
Yeah, I mean,
especially his own community, right?
Yeah.
Like that's one of the reasons why he canceled this. That's why he stopped, because he felt like he was just turning racial issues into like caricatures.
That he was selling out his own,
Yeah.
blackness.
So like if he goes that hard on himself and like a bunch of other people, like why get offended when he goes after another,
Is
Well,
that,
like it's satire.
that's comedy, man. It's
Yeah.
it's always funny until it's about you.
That's a big issue in comedy. But one of the things I do agree on is you should never be punching down. Punch upwards. Whenever someone's about the joke,
Like, how am I supposed to feel good about myself, bro?
don't punch down, punch up, dude. Yeah, comedy
Sometimes
is
you just gotta punch a baby, dude.
comedy is not funny once it's bullying. It's bullying at that point. You instead if you punch up, it'd be hilarious. It's hilarious. It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy I watched had a good take about something like this. He said that in comedy, nothing should be off limits, right? But things can be done in bad taste.
Sure. I mean, I know I forgot which comedian, but they used a racial slur. I think he might have used a Jewish one. And people were just like, "Wow, that wasn't funny." I guess if the joke is funny enough, then it's okay. But if it's not funny and in bad taste, then it's just like, oh, get him out.
Isn't that the risk of ever making a joke? You make a joke, you risk not landing at all points.
Yeah.
So that's essentially comedy, but at the same time, for the longest time, there's a lot of comedians that made their living off of talking shit on everyone, and then now people are acclimating to those comedians who just, I don't know, that don't talk shit on specific groups but society as a whole. It's kind of weird how comedy is changing in that sense, and I don't know if I agree with it.
Like on what part exactly?
Because if like listening to Latino, like, comedians talk shit on Latino people, like, not talk shit but make jokes on Latino people,
Mm-hmm.
and if you identify, that shit's hilarious.
For sure.
Bro, Latinos are the biggest haters of Latinos.
That's why it's funny.
Yeah. Shit's hilarious because you're like, yeah, my mom, yeah,
They do that. Yeah.
They do that, yup.
yeah. It's
The
one of those
switch,
things.
yup. Oh,
Mhm.
electrical cord, yup.
Go pick out your own switch so I can beat you with it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
true. It's like those negative things about our society is something to laugh about sometimes because how silly they are and how traditional they are, and it's just like, I don't know. Go ahead.
I mean, is it because he's not trans or gay? Is that why he can't make jokes on that? Because the thing that I get from every Dave Chappelle special is that even though he talks shit about everyone, at the end he always has like a message of love, right? And that everyone has to, do more for others, basically. And so maybe that's why he's uncancelable, because people really know, like, from the heart, he's actually like, he's just
spreading awareness.
Yeah, like he it's like a net positive to the space rather than someone who's just toxic.
Was it him that was addressing homophobia in like black culture? I think it was him, right?
I don't know.
That he brought like he brought like gay people into his jokes, into his stand up so he could raise awareness, and then eventually said like, yo, we have to love our brothers and sisters that are, gay, stuff like that. I don't know. I haven't watched it, so I don't know if he's trying to do the same thing for trans cultures, but
yeah, maybe something for next episode, because maybe our listeners can take a look at it too, and we can kind of all discuss it together. But yeah, I haven't watched the special, but I read a little bit more on the article that I kind of looked this up on because I wanted to know why people were mad. And so he performed at the Hollywood Bowl in front of thousands of people, I imagine. And he basically said, "Fuck Twitter, this is real life." Kind of like when he spoke on like all the outcry that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess he's doubling down. He's kind of like, I don't give a shit what you say.
Oh yeah, that's the Chappelle way, dude.
Can you imagine if Dave Chappelle were to like apologize and censor himself? Would he still be Dave Chappelle?
Nah, that is Chappelle, right? Like he doesn't do that.
As long as he's always done it in a positive, he had always had a positive message at the end. As long as he continues doing that, he's gonna be fine, and then as long as his jokes don't become hateful in any way, shape, or form, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I mean, if not even the comedians are able to speak out and be honest and truthful, or just to like be able to make fun of things, right? If not even the comedians are able to do it, then like, where do we go? Everyone's just gonna like, oh no, you can't say that. Like nobody can say that, and we're all just gonna be like super censored, and we can't express our ideas.
Well, that's the comedy cycle, right? Is that you shit on one thing, it becomes like you shit on the mainstream, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then people get offended by that, so then that becomes mainstream, right? The offensive culture, the cancel culture. So then now we got to shift into, well, this is the mainstream, so now we got to make fun of them. And then, it's a cycle.
Yeah,
You just keep making fun of people.
I'd argue that if Dave Chappelle is making fun of trans people and gay people, then he's treating them like everyone else. And don't we want equality? Just saying. I think it's good. Like, there's a few, like back when I was in college still, there was a couple of people that were disabled, like in wheelchairs. And I would treat them like normal, and they appreciate that a lot. Like if they were going slow, we're trying to get through the door, I'd be like, "Hey man, you're almost out. Like we're trying to get out of here." And and they would just laugh, because I'm treating them like a normal person.
Like the Key and Peele sketch, and they're at a comedy show. And this horribly burned victim, he's like crippled and like really just in bad shape. And then he's doing his best to just make fun of everyone else except that guy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And then that guy is like, "Dude, make fun of me, make fun of me." And he does. And he's like, "I thought I could handle it." He's crying.
That's a brilliant sketch because it's exactly like it's the irony of it all. Like it's all fun and games until the jokes are pointed at you.
I mean, comedy for me has always been like, it's always been fiery. If you attach yourself too deeply onto what's going on, what's being said, yeah, you could come out real butthurt from a fucking comedy show. But it's about laughing at yourself. It's about laughing like with others about like stupid shit that your culture does.
Well, like how silly our existence is.
Exactly. You start taking too much meaning onto it, then you can get upset at everything.
Oh yeah. Is that I mean, that's it for me. I don't know. Y'all got anything else?
Yeah, as long as my comedians don't sexually harass people or fucking become rapists or any of some sort, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with whatever they're joking about,
Mm-hmm.
as long as they're not pieces of shit.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they bring a lot of awareness, and they bring certain topics at the forefront so that gives you something to think about.
I mean, we're here talking about Chappelle, you know, and we didn't even watch it, so we just know about the blowback. So
Yeah,
we definitely have to check it out to see exactly what he's saying, that we can have an educated conversation about it.
hell yeah! And if you're one of those that stuck around to the very end here, I'd appreciate you guys sticking around for the next one, and maybe DM us before, and maybe your thoughts, and then we can kind of see what the general consensus of the normal people, not the ones that are outraged.
You know, yeah, let's have a conversation about like cancel culture as a community, as people who, because we want we seek to understand that as much as possible. I'm all for canceling people, like I said earlier, canceling people with like deviant behaviors of any sort. You know, canceling like uber racists. But when things are like, when times change and the person's change with culture, with society, but then we go back in time and cancel them for something they said, that's an issue.
I don't see when I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel here. Maybe at some point everyone will get tired of it.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a personal anecdote here. For October, I want to read scary books. That's all I've been reading, scary books. And H.P. Lovecraft, who created my like all-time favorite monster or being, being Cthulhu, he is known for having his nightmare-inducing creatures be based on races of people. So he's a very well-known racist at the time, and when he wrote, his deformations, his like crazy people were based on races. So he described fish people.
I don't know where you're going here, Edwin, but it's not looking good for you.
No. Well, why is it not looking good for me?
Because you just said, but the author of one of my favorite creations is a racist, and then
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, the crux of the issue, the crux of the matter is, I'm conflicted on reading his works and like enjoying them and stuff like that, because I know that his work of fiction were based on races of people that he was hateful towards,
Ah.
So it's just a conflict of like.
I was gonna say that it's very good of you to separate the art from the artist, but if the art is created with the
hateful intent,
with the hate, then yeah, wow,
yeah, that's a huge issue, right? Like that's one of those things that I'm not trying to advocate for H.P. Lovecraft, never, but I was telling you that I was informing you that his creations were based on, races of people, which is pretty fucking yikes.
Fuck it, man. Hey man, fuck it. Let's just end this episode and let's go on Twitter and cancel his ass. Fuck him. Get him out.
Dead. He's already dead, dude.
Cancel him in his death. I don't give a shit. Get him out.
Cancel his grave.
All right, man.
Oh,
all right.
shit.
Well, that's it for me then.
Yeah. Well, if nothing else, no.
That brings us to the end of the episode.
Going twice.
Yeah.
Ending thoughts?
I have social media.
What?
You have a social media? Oh, LinkedIn.
Connect with me on LinkedIn.
What?
Oh, what's up? Connect on LinkedIn.
I'll add you, dude.
Yeah.
I'll add you.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Gotta get those connections up.
All right, cool. Well, that's it. So y'all can reach us at our website, tiltednoster.com, where you'll find links to our Instagram, Twitter. Why do I keep saying and Reddit? But anyways, you can listen.
We used to have one.
We used to have a Reddit. Yikes. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and the YouTube.
Remember to join us and share your questions and voice your thoughts on what has you tilted, not stirred.
Deuces.
Get them out. Fuck them.